rational agent, I'm talking about intelligent agent. Okay, no more I'm talking about just an entity that perceives the environment through sensors and acts upon using actuators. But now we'll have some way to showcase the intelligence out of this agent, and to showcase the intelligence will be through the ability of that agent to follow the property of rationality. So this is where we talk about again the word rational. So we had seen the word rational before 3 lectures back. There I said that rational means doing the right thing at every instance of time. So given instant of time, whatever knowledge that the agent has, it has to take the correct action or most appropriate action. Okay, now how this is going to be incorporated into the design and analysis of an agent, that we need to understand. So first, what do you mean by rational agent, and what does this property of rationality requires an agent definition to have an as an add-on? Okay, so definition of agent is already there. To make that agent be an intelligent agent, we need to attach or attribute property of rationality to it. And to attribute that property of rationality, it should have certain more characteristics that should be proper way defined in order that the agent becomes a rational agent. So rational agent is nothing but the intelligent agent. So whenever you are actually saying rational agent, it is you are referring to the intelligent agent only. So you will have this word used interchangeably at many locations. The rational agent, which is intelligent agent. Because to compare with human intelligence, it requires you to have something like Turing test. But to have something work rationally, you can prove it mathematically that something is working rationally. Okay, to compare it with human intelligence, you always require some sort of way to design a Turing test kind of a test to compare intelligence of human with the intelligence of the attributed AI. Okay, so rational agent in that sense is a much more explainable AI, because we can explain what could be the, or we can mathematically prove, or we can have a mathematical model or some other kind of technique to prove that something is behaving rationally, not necessarily mathematical, but we can prove that some decisions that are taken are correct decision given the knowledge of that particular agent. So these are the 4 attributes or 4 extra things that need to be there incorporated in agent definition or accommodated into the agent definition. Number one is performance measure. So this is very important. Performance measure that defines the criteria of success. So whenever I say that you should do the right thing at any particular time instant or at any particular episode of an action, what it means is you need to have some sort of a concrete metric against which you prove that whatever decision the particular thing has taken, or whatever action the particular entity has per se imparted on the environment, that action is going to have how much benefit towards certain attribution of success. So the attribution of success could be to reach a particular destination if you are driving a taxi, or if you are playing a game to win the game. Okay, or if you are navigating a landscape, reaching to the point where you want to reach. So attribute of success could differ in different scenario, but there must be some way to judge how good the current action is with respect to whatever criteria of success you are defining. Okay, the performance measure is that measurement or that scale using which you can compare various alternative decisions or various alternative actions per se that the agent is in capacity take with respect to the understanding that it has right now. Okay, so that's the second point, the agent's prior knowledge of the environment. So agent can't be an omniscient agent, that is, it may not know everything about the environment. Okay, it may be looking at some portion of the environment, or it may be only limited to know the environment from the perspective of the creator of that agent. Okay, because initially, some or the other way, we might impart certain understanding about the environment in the agent's mind or in the agent's question mark block. I'm not referring it to as a brain or as a processing unit yet, but that question mark block, okay, we might actually write certain things, and that certain things in most obvious manner could be certain table like this: percept sequence map to action. But then, given the percept sequence and action pairing, if I get to know a percept sequence which is not there in the table, then the agent would not be able to pick up the corresponding action, and then we may not be able to judge whether it is doing best performance or it's not doing best performance. Okay, I guess you're trying to understand. I'm trying to make you aware that it all is relative. This rationality concept is relative. I should know performance measure. Using that performance measure, I should be able to judge how good or how correctly the agent is behaving, but it will only be restricted to the agent's prior knowledge of the environment. Beyond that, if certain things come out of syllabus, अगर पेपर आता है तो मैं एक स्टूडेंट का इंटेलिजेंस जज नहीं कर सकता उसके बेसिस पे कि हाँ आउट ऑफ सिलेबस पेपर दिया तो भी स्टूडेंट सॉल्व कर सकता है, देन ही इज इंटेलिजेंट, अदरवाइज इज नॉट. दैट्स नॉट व्हाट वी वांट. That's not what we envision as rationality. So rationality जो है वो भी rational है, वो भी irrational नहीं है. It always only limited up to the agent's prior knowledge of the environment. So we are doing assessment of the agent's performance based on whatever agent knows with its prior knowledge. Beyond it, we are not expecting that the agent would solve our problems. The next thing that we need to understand when we actually incorporate rationality concept is the actions that the agent can perform. Okay, what kind of actions the agent can perform. So agent's rational behavior only assess based on that. So we won't expect a vacuum cleaner robot to jump from its current set of rooms to some other set of rooms. It's limited to take two actions only: move to left or move to right. Beyond that, any action it is not supposed to take. So the actions are also a set of limitations that the agent has, beyond which he won't be able to do better performance or give you more rational behavior. Last and foremost thing that the agent must be limited with while judging its rationality, while judging its intelligence, is its percept sequence. So if it does not have any particular kind of percept sequence, you won't be saying that it is not rational. So it is all things are interrelated. The performance measure is knowledge about the environment in which it is working, the action that the agent performs, and the percept sequence to date. Now, one thing for sure, as in how new percepts are taken into an agent's working, its knowledge about the environment may gradually increase. Okay, but we are saying prior knowledge. The word here used is prior knowledge. So prior knowledge base is going to increase as you practice, as you perform again and again in same environment. Okay, an agent just initiated might only know whatever is being encoded in it, but as and how newer and newer percepts come, if I'm able to change my perception about the environment, then that agent would be more flexible in its performance. That agent will be more rational in his behavior. Okay, so the percept sequence may actually lead to bettering the performance of the agent in given circumstances. So all these things, although you will feel that it is posing a lot of restriction on agent's behavior, but they are in a way giving agent newer heights to achieve or newer feats to